And I'm also starting to feel like she mess with dudes that keep the cape out on they do-rag. Hey, y'all gotta admit though, that shit was funny. Hey though, sex simplicity hats coming soon. Centerpiece shit.
This would be like my healing chapter. A lot of wounds are being closed and aided at this point, and the wounds are being nurtured as well and closed up for good, you know. So I think for me, this is my chapter of healing.
Y'all, so it looks like Iman Shumpert might be swallowing up his pride and begging his ex Teyana Taylor to call off their divorce and take him back only a couple of days after their divorce got finalized. Now everybody knows that Iman and Teyana have been on the outs. After she came out to talk about how he did her dirty during their marriage, causing her to eventually file for divorce. But it looks like Iman wants a do-over, because word on the streets says that he has reportedly become obsessed with winning Teyana back. Or is it because he might be facing some jail time because of the reports that leaked about Teyana's new lawsuit? Now, the timing of this is very interesting, because Iman has been crashing out big time over Teyana's new relationship with Pierre. And there have been reports of him trying to break them up out of jealousy. Fans are convinced that his new decision to try to win Teyana back is because he's jealous of Aaron, and not necessarily because he loves Teyana. Iman and Teyana were once the picture of black love in Hollywood, and it looks like Iman is playing on this to try to get Teyana to dump Aaron and fix their family. But ain't Aaron black too? That could be the new black love. But is Teyana really going to fall for Iman's sweet words? And is Iman really a changed man? Or is he still a salty ex? There's a whole lot of chaos going on here with obsession lawsuits. So grab your popcorn and let's break it all the way down. So even though Iman is claiming that the reason he wants to fix the relationship is that he wants to fix their marriage, fans are convinced that the real reason he wants her back is that the divorce settlement did not work out in his favor. And he's trying everything he can do to avoid paying Teyana what he was ordered to pay. According to reports, he's out here talking about how their children need to grow up in a family with both parents married and present in the house so they can see what black love and black excellence looks like. But people around Teyana are asking her to not fall for his words, because obviously he don't mean it. Because why didn't you do that in the first place? That's the reason the families broke apart, because of you, Iman. Not only did he cheat on Teyana, but he also took her for granted and treated her very badly when they were together. So it's kind of wild that he wants her to give this marriage another shot after all that he's done. But where the strain says that he's very persuasive about trying to get her back, promising heaven and earth down, and swearing that he's a changed man who will never do her wrong. But people are not buying it, because like I said, he is trying to avoid paying her what he was ordered in them courts. Be for real. And honestly, it's not surprising that he would want to go this route, because he was ordered to pay her a whole lot of money. For context, back in 2024, a Fulton County judge in Georgia officially ordered for Iman to pay the 1,001 star a one-time payment within the 7 figures range. Not 6 y'all, 7 y'all, that's millions. He's also ordered to continue paying $8,000 a month in child support and pay 100% of the private school fees for both his daughters Junie and Rue. Additionally, he'll get to keep all the Shumpert investments in his condo in Miami and 2 homes in South Georgia and Decatur respectively. But as for Teyana baby, she'll get 100% ownership of her company's Taylor made in Antes, as well as all her jewelry, Maybach Mercedes Sprinter, a tour bus, and her Bronco truck. The Book of Clarence star will also retain ownership of 4 of their marital properties, though exact details weren't disclosed. But that's enough to know that she won, because Iman clearly didn't want to pay all that much at that time, so he took the case back to court, and it's finally settled up a couple of days ago, and the ruling was pretty much the same. According to reports, Teyana is receiving 4 houses worth more than $10 million, a 7-figure payout in luxury vehicles, including a $300,000 Maybach and a $70,000 Mercedes Sprint, and a tour bus. She also retains full ownership of her companies, and Iman still got to pay that $8,000 child support. and cover her children's private school tuition. So not only does they still have to pay all that even after trying the second time, but he also has to pay his lawyers again, and y'all know that these celebrity divorce lawyers do not come cheap. You better cut off of that coin. These guys make that bank. And given everything else, the fact that Iman has been claiming to not be making any money, I think y'all can see where this is going. It's kind of interesting, though, that when the news first broke out about Teyana and Iran Pierre Mufasa possibly being an item, Iman made no moves to get her back. Instead, he acted like a salty ex and tried to make trouble for them. There were even rumors that he allegedly tried to jump Aaron out of jealousy. But y'all didn't hear that from me, cause I heard that. Watch what you say about Mufasa, cause he know jujitsu or something, karate, something like that. But even with all the shenanigans and trying to make trouble, he never once tried to get Teyana back. Then instead, he seemed determined to make trouble for her just out of pure spite, and because he wanted to be petty. But the moment he was ordered to pay her substantial amount of money, he suddenly remembered that she was the love of his life and that the kids needed to grow up with both their parents. Right, be so for real. The crazy thing, though, is that Teyana never wanted to divorce him in the first place. In fact, she filed for divorce twice before her final filing, but she called it off because she wanted to work on their family and marriage. But Iman couldn't care less at the time, because he was too busy having fun with the Instagram baddies. I mean, baddie after baddie, having them in their kids' room and all kinds of stuff. Oh, and the kids he wants to grow up with the both parents. Well, y'all remember the time he wanted to punish Teyana, so he shut down the utilities in their home, even though the kids were also in the home with her. And that was in January, which means that he left his young kids without heat in the winter. Y'all talk about cold, pun intended. And that was just because Teyana decided that she was sick and tired of him cheating on her. Teyana.
Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. What? Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Get it, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Get it, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Get it, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Go, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Say it again. Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa.
Thank you.
Did get the utilities back on, cause she ain't no broke girl. But Iman was insanely petty to even do that, because the inconvenience was petty enough. And the crazy thing is that Teyana still tried to put up the brave front and defend him in public, and she denied that he shut down the utilities. She wrote, "Yo TMZ, are you serious? Y'all really be taking it too far with these headlines. And I'm tired of it. Every time I turn around, it's either half leaked and made up stories or words being twisted up for clickbait. I kindly ask you to mind your dang business and for y'all to respect me and my family's privacy." However, some leaked court documents showed that Iman did shut off the utilities, which kind of proved that she was still trying to protect Iman, at least for the sake of their kids. Most baby mamas would have dragged him through the dirt. But y'all want to know the craziest part about this is that Iman was begging her to come back. Isman trying to beg her to come back after all that, because multiple sources close to him are saying that he is planning to contest the divorce judgment if Teyana doesn't take him back. Since the whole drama started, Iman has insisted that Teyana makes more money than him, claiming that Teyana's gross monthly income before taxes is $93,885, nearly double the $47,981 that he brings home every month. Yeah, y'all, the math ain't really math in here, because on one hand he's claiming that he wants her back and wants their family to be whole again, but on the other hand, he's threatening to take her to court if she doesn't take him back. Yeah, it's starting to look like he has some serious ulterior motives that for wanting her back, and that motive is in the form of a tall, handsome man known as Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa. And honestly, can we blame Iman for being jealous of Aaron? Because that man is fine, regardless of his past taste in women. Him and Teyana look good together. But fans are saying that the real reason Iman is crashing out and acting desperate is that he is jealous that Teyana upgraded to Aaron, who is one of the hottest men in the industry right now. It appeared as Mufasa is being invited to some of the hottest events in the industry, and he always got Teyana on his arm, and y'all, these two look so good together. The internet can't get enough of these two, and you know that Iman is somewhere in a corner, sick trying to write some rhymes or something. But on the other hand, Iman doesn't seem to get as many baddies as he used to get while he was with Teyana. It's something about a hot woman having a man, and other women wanting to get them. Y'all know how they say that some women only want men that are taken and no longer want them when they're available. Yeah, it seems to be the case with Devin, 'cause you're not that cute, you look dusty, and your hair is uneven. Sorry, somebody had to say it, because sources are saying that he has been having a bit of a dry spell since he broke up with Teyana, and he's no longer pulling as many baddies as he used to. And this is easy to believe because when he was with Teyana, he used to be caught in cheating scandal every 5 business days. But now it's been crickets ever since the divorce. And it looks like he has lost his charm, which would explain his sudden obsession with getting Teyana back. For obvious reasons, fans do not want Teyana to take him on because he did her dirty, and like they say, a leopard does not change his spots. Apart from the whole mess with him cutting off the utilities to be petty, there are so many other times when he did her dirty. But she chose to protect her family instead of airing him out and reading him for filth like he deserved. For example, did y'all know that Teyana accused Iman of stealing from her? She claimed that he withdrew nearly $4 million from their shared accounts, and he left her to foot a $200,000 home renovation bill. TMZ also reported that Teyana says she fought to keep their family together despite Iman being extremely emotionally and mentally towards her. Teyana said she tried to stay with Iman through thick and thin, but says he reacted with further cruel treatment and selfishness after she secretly filed for divorce. She says Iman insisted on getting them back together only to be lackadaisical and inconsistent and become involved in another cheating scandal, which she says was just embarrassing and humiliating. While Teyana also added that she fought to keep their family together despite Iman being extremely emotionally and mentally towards her. She claimed that she used her connections to get him on gigs in Hollywood as his NBA career wound down, but says he unfortunately insisted on bickering to the point where in 2021 she began the divorce process. However, she called off that divorce and they made up because, again, she was looking out for him and their family. But that ended after a short while because Iman remained in an insecure state as his NBA career continued to wind down. In the court documents, Teyana revealed that in 2022, she found herself being manipulated and controlled by Iman and filed for divorce only to ask her legal team to withdraw the filing. One day later, Teyana added that she finally pulled the trigger in January last year because she was unable to handle the emotional roller coaster. And y'all know how he's saying he wants to be a present dad to their kids and raise them in the same home with Teyana on a ride. Well, there's evidence to claim that he's not exactly the best father to them now, not even when they were still married. According to reports, Teyana added that Iman smokes around the kids and is occasionally under the influence while looking after them. One specific incident outlined in the document alleged that Shumpert placed the children in a rideshare in Chicago, having them dropped off at the United Center unaccompanied while he used a private driver for his own transportation to the arena. To put into perspective how bad that was, both kids were under 8 years old at the time. They were in a city that they were unfamiliar with, y'all. It was just a lot. But even worse, Teyana claimed that Iman wasn't exactly eager to spend time with their kids since they've been apart, even when she's offered. According to reports, several witnesses testified that Teyana Taylor has constantly offered her ex additional time with their daughters, but he's refused due to his work schedule. He allegedly said a 3-day heads up is not enough notice to offer him extra parenting time. Yo, how on earth does he want to rebuild his family when he doesn't even make time to see his kids? He seems to be one of those men who deliberately ignore their kids as a way to punish their mom for leaving him, which is kind of sad to See, at first, he tried to paint Teyana as the bad guy, claiming that she was a bad mom. But everybody knows that they're personally testified that she was a great mom, including her mom. And her nanny's Teyana's mom, Nikki Taylor, testified that she's a phenomenal mom who has always been actively involved with their daughters. Teyana helps the girls with their homework, makes sure their hair is done and their clothes are immaculate. She also reportedly teaches the girls how to be well-mannered and well-behaved friends. Prior nannies and the current nanny all agree with everything. Nikki Taylor said they better agree if she paying him. But I believe that she is. You know what's crazy? Though it's that she gave him a chance, she gave him chance after chance to fix up and get his act together. But he never did it. Like I said, she defended him against fans too many times. And even when she announced that they were separated, she still showed him grace, saying, "In all fairness, Iman and I are separated and have been for a while. To be 1000% clear, infidelity ain't one of the reasons for our departure. We are still one hell of a team when it comes to co-parenting our two beautiful children. The only reason I'm even sharing this part of the chat is because the narratives are getting a little too out of hand, and it's unfair to all parties involved. I hope this provided some clarity for y'all." Yes, y'all, she did all that only for her Iman to turn around and make things even more difficult for her. But anyways, when we first heard about Iman begging her to take him back for their kids, fans were scared that she was actually gonna fall for this gimmick, because y'all know that her kids are her soft spot and she always wants the best for them. However, it looks like she has a good head on her shoulders right now and a good man on her arm too, because not only is she not taking him back, but she is actively trying to take her relationship with Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa to the next level. Insiders report that Aaron is a gentleman and treats her well, which is something that Iman never really did. He is determined to make things with Aaron work out. So it looks like Iman is about to be served a big old plate of disappointment, because Teyana is making it clear that he is old news and that Aaron Pierre Mufasa is the moment. But wait, y'all, there's even more drama that just hit the presses, because Teyana is now claiming that the only reason we all know that the messy details of their divorce is that Iman leaked it as just to embarrass. According to reports, Teyana claims that the leaks have viewed misleading reports about their divorce, leading to public scrutiny. She accused him of deliberately leaking misinformation to the media just so she gets dragged. And y'all, it's insane if you're wondering why he would do that. Well, she claims it's all for clout. According to TMZ, she also believes it's no coincidence that the timing of the news coincided with Iman's newly released rap song, implying that Iman was using their divorce drama to help promote his new project. Now, if he's really trying to win her back, which we do not believe he is, he's going about it in the worst way possible, because he's only going to end up alienating her even more. But what y'all think about this? Do you think that Iman is finally going to wear Teyana down and get her to take him back? Or do you think that she's going to stand her ground with Aaron Pierre as Mufasa? Also, do you think he's going to get good in these streets to take her back to court? Or is he just bluffing? Drop your thoughts and comments below, and then check out this next video.